What's up, tool people? Welcome back to Tool Craze. In today's video, we're going to take a look at one of Rockwell's latest 20-volt brushless power tools. They just came out with new brushless power tools with loads of power compared to their previous ho-hum brush drill and impact driver. They've come out with a new brushless compact drill and hammer drill, an impact driver, a 3-speed impact wrench, and even a 3-speed brushless impact driver. So in this video, we're going to take a look at their 3-speed brushless impact driver. And if you're wondering why this 3-speed impact driver looks so familiar, that's because you've already seen me do a review on its almost identical single-speed sibling on one of my previous videos. It's pretty much the same tool as the previous model, except now they've added 3 selectable speed settings so you can tone down all that power. You still get the same 1,550 inch-pounds of max torque and the same top RPM and impacts per minute. But the added speeds help to lower the max output so you have better control over smaller fasteners. And just like all other 3-speed impact drivers, speed setting 3 gives you full torque. So running this 3-speed impact driver on speed setting 3 is exactly the same as running this single-speed impact driver that I reviewed earlier. But when you switch it over to the speed setting 2, you get reduced torque, RPM, and IPM, and is better suited for better control. Sometimes the full speed setting 3 can be too much, either for the fastener or for the user. And this reduced setting number 2 helps you control fasteners better, and also so you don't snap off any screw heads. And when you set it to the low setting speed number 1, you get the lowest power output across the board. And this setting is best used for tiny fasteners and when you're working with delicate machine screws. So anytime you need precision, it's best to go with the low setting speed 1. Of course, being almost exactly the same tool as the previous model, other than its 3-speed settings, not much has changed. You still get the same exact styling, body, shape, dimensions, weight, and even power of the previous model. I ran it through the usual test, and not surprisingly, it performed the same as the previous single-speed model when set to speed setting 3. The only differences in performance are when you set it to its lower settings speed 1 and 2. Other differences noted were extremely minor. I mean, I really had to inspect the tool under a microscope to see any differences. I noticed the motor vents on the 3-speed were opened up a bit compared to the single-speed, and also for some reason, the fuel gauge doesn't stay lit for a few seconds on the batteries of the 3-speed, like they did on the single-speed impact driver. This isn't a complaint, but more of a difference noted, as it doesn't affect performance or anything. I don't think anyone will care if the fuel gauge stays lit or not after you press them. So, it's pretty hard to do a new review on a tool that's 99.9% identical to a power tool that I've already reviewed. All the thoughts that I had for the previous model stay the same for this new model. I like that it's compact, it's light, it has all the bells and whistles that I'm looking for in a power tool, such as a fuel gauge on the batteries, a bell clip, an LED light with a delay, and loads of power, although it doesn't have a one-handed chuck. One thing I mentioned in the previous review is that it has excellent performance for an impact driver, but I didn't go any further and discuss that it was one of the better performing impact drivers that I tried. So here's a side-by-side test I did after I reviewed the previous single-speed impact driver, and here we can compare it to a few other 18-volt impact drivers. And you can see exactly what I'm talking about, that it's a top performer, with performance similar to the original Milwaukee M18 fuel impact driver. And another thing to keep in mind is that this comparison was done with a compact 2.0 amp hour battery on the Rockwell, while all the others except for the Bosch were running high-capacity batteries. So it's a top-performing impact driver with most of the bells and whistles and the latest tech with a brushless motor and 3 speeds. You also get Rockwell's impressive 20-year warranty on the tool itself and also on the batteries, which is pretty unheard of nowadays. I know Rigid offers a limited lifetime warranty on their tools, but most manufacturers only offer a few years on their tools and even less on the batteries. And the last note I want to end on is that the majority of Rockwell's tools are mid-range. But what I like about these new brushless power tools from Rockwell is that they fit much better in Pro Tool territory, and that's based on their performance, their features, and their build quality. So there you have it, folks. Thanks for stopping by, and make sure to like this video, subscribe if you're a big fan of tools, follow me on social media over at Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and over at the web at toolcraze.net for more tool reviews, tool news, and even tool deals. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.